What is up, guys? This is Wyatt from moderately.ok.gamers. I'm here with a StarCraft 2 replay. This is one of me. I'm the one that's VOT Cstagrmanican. That's how you say that. It is a really messed up name, but that's what it is. So, I spawned on the left, and my opponent here, MasticGater, spawned on the right. He's the red Terran, and I am blue. So, little background of my play. I am a Silver League. I am not by any means good at this game. I do not consider myself good at it. This is basically just me doing a random ladder match, and I obviously know the outcome, but I'm gonna throw down my supply depot right here because being not that familiar with Terran, because I used to play Zerg non-stop, I decided to go with the wall-in, which I always do. Whereas my opponent here placed his at his base. I mean, that gave him the supply advantage right away, which I guess I can't really blame him for doing that. But it's just I'm very paranoid because as a Zerg I know I like to rush. So I assume that he's gonna rush. So now I got my barracks going down, which I'm still pumping in workers. I was taught as a Zerg to always pump workers, so that's what I do. My big problem I already know is that I do not have very good macro as a Terran because of that, because I decide I'm going to go with some crazy amount of attacking units and not any workers, which I just kind of stopped producing after a while. So he has a scout going out, which, as I will contradict myself all the time, I'm working on trying to do. Orbital command going down. His scout is just now getting here, which you will not be getting into my base because obviously I have it locked down. No way getting in. He already has his orbital command pretty much finished. He's now throwing down another barracks, which I'm one who I recently learned how to make mech work, so I prefer to go with mech on any game type, which I delayed myself a lot because I did not take an early gas, which I regretted doing later. Had an excess amount of minerals, decided to just go ahead and drop another command center because I was hoping to expand. Have my one marine on guard. I recently learned I need to not waste my scans, and I need to make them mules instead because after reviewing this replay myself, I actually realized that I shouldn't have done that. He also hid his factory from me because if we look into my view, on one of my items. I didn't click on it. If we look on my view, I don't know that's there. I mean, yeah, there's no way I could have even known that it was there because I didn't scout it down yet. He's going with a bio build, whereas, like I said, I try to go for a mech build because I love mech. It's so much fun in my opinion. This game is a pretty long one, I'll be completely honest. It could have ended a while ago. Like, I thought afterwards, I was like, wow, I could have ended this a lot faster had I attacked earlier, but also I delayed myself, making it impossible to attack in the time that I would have liked. Now he's doing the switch, which is very common. I do it a lot, in fact. I'm going to end up doing it with... I think I end up doing it with this barracks. Yes, I do. I know this isn't that exciting considering the fact that I'm Silver League, so I'm still learning, and so is my opponent. Which I'll be completely honest, he put up one heck of a fight. What he did, I did not expect at all, and I actually thought I was going to lose this game. which I freaked out about that. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna lose another game. That's not good. It takes the watchtowers, which is another thing I need to do. See, I'm going with the Hellion early. Well, this isn't early, this is actually late Hellion, which, like I said, I'm trying to work on that. So my expansions, it's up now, but I mean, I'm not at all fast. We are 7 minutes into this game. We're almost 8 minutes into this game, and I'm just now getting down my starport. So automatically that just shows, hey, I'm not good. Going for a decent amount of Hellions, which I learned Hellbat are OP, so that is something that I am gladly going to make a lot of. So he's going with the Widow Mine, which can be quite devastating, I've learned. For what he should do with these, I think, instead of having them at his ramp, if he were to place them like right here, or actually even right about here, and if I were to move out right now, if those were there, that would destroy my entire army. Because a Widow Mine deals, let's see, it doesn't say, darn it. Widow Mines deal a lot of damage for such a short amount of, like, they do amazing splash damage, and I don't understand why he actually put in these 4 Marines. Maybe in case he had to do a quick drop and then run. But what he ends up doing is he drops everything, but here's the part where I was confused. I completely missed these Widow Mines going into my base. I had no idea they were there until they detonated. Once they killed 2 of my SCVs, which I do believe that's all they got, was 1 kill each. Yeah, they got 1 kill each, which was lucky on my part. Run my Hellions over. Hellions are not the best for doing this kind of job. I also realized I was really afraid of their cooldown timer. I did not know what they were at. So I assumed that they were just going to attack and then attack again, and then I wouldn't be able to get it in time. So that was a big mistake on my part. My opponent, he's putting a lot into his production, which I really needed to do. The one thing, though, that he's not doing is staying active with his production. Because if we look, none of his barracks are producing anything. He has no barracks producing at all. He has another factory. He is supply blocked, so he's unable to produce this one siege tank he's trying to get out. Now, he has the supply depots, which that's good, but I also think he may have gotten a little carried away with the amount of supply depots he put out, because I mean 4 at a time, especially not having the base fully saturated yet, was not really a good number in my personal opinion. I'm not pro at all, so I'm probably giving false information there, but I have a decent amount of workers here. Here's where I'm slipping on my macro, because I'm focusing strictly on making more Hellions, making siege tank, doing my upgrades, getting some medevacs, because I'm going to switch these to Hellbat so that they can heal. I'm taking the double gas on my natural, getting another factory. One thing I also need to work on is actually building stuff around each other, because like this time that it took for this to fly over here, I could have cut down tremendously. I just actually realized that. Only have 2 Marines in here, which I guess that's not too terrible. Dropping scans left and right. The reason I did that was because I realized I have 1,000. I have like over 1,500 minerals. There's no reason for me to not use a scan. At least that was my thought process during that. But I shortly after will realize that I probably should have invested in using mules rather than the scan. At least do one scan at the natural, and then like put one here. Then I could have been able to tell what he had as an army. But I get paranoid and I scan the entire his entire base. He hasn't scanned me in a while. I go to put down another expansion because I'm thinking, oh, it's 14.5 minutes into this game. Let's go ahead and put another expansion down. Why not? Waste another scan. Could have been used for a mule. Now he scans me. Sees I'm putting down the expansion. He sees my mass Hellion blob, which I still do not have the Hellbat upgrade yet, which is not good. We have him now moving out. He is prepared to go, ready for action, and left a siege. Oh, he didn't leave a siege tank there. I thought he did. He has the Widow Mines there protecting in case I were to try to do a backdoor. He has one Hellbat, 2 Hellions, 2 siege tanks, bunch of Marines, Thor, Medevac. Oh, there's more Hellbats right there. Now he's positioned right here, which this is actually great because now he's about to contain me. I had just so happened to have accidentally I had highlighted all my all my attacking units, and I just destroyed that. So I got perfect timing. Push back here. I'm now basically running into the striker. Just getting ripped apart by these siege tanks, but I know because I have my siege tank here, and I have the ability to take out his siege tank line with my siege tank up on the high ground, and then my Hellions, which are at 2 attack and 0 armor. Little facepalm from the good old Hellion right there. This Thor, I don't know what he was thinking with this. It might have been a bad rally point, but he walked right into all of that fire, which probably was not the brightest idea. I'm now producing, I want to say 4 or 5 Hellions at a time. I think that wave was 5. Now I'm finally getting the transformation servos. Have my medevacs going out. I have my +3 attack coming up, which that's awesome. That was me who put down those scans because I was trying to make sure there were no Widow Mines, because I knew he had them from scanning, so I figured he's probably going to place them somewhere. I just don't know where, which they're actually right there, which, like I said, he could put them right there. If he had put them here, that would have probably worked out better for him in the long run with this push that I'm going to start doing, because he could have easily destroyed all of these Hellions with those 2. Yeah, I'm pushing out 5 Hellions at a time. So, let's see. Five more Hellions added to the mix. Got hit by those, which, I mean, like I said, he could have done more damage had I not known they were there from a scan, which I had to throw down, sadly, wasting even more mule. I was going to move out here, decided to go ahead and transform and heal all of these because my medevacs are loaded with energy right now because they've not done anything this entire game. He has a nice little ball going here. Has some SCVs, which I actually think he needed to be careful of. Was he had so many idle SCVs. I mean, just one randomly right there. All of these guys, I mean, no idea how many that is. Take a look at the units tab. SCV wise, he is decimating me. I'm 38 to 51. He has more siege tanks. He has, really, he could beat me easily. It's just I have upgrades that allow me to completely destroy everything. The scan was to make sure there were no Widow Mines there, which obviously there weren't. Otherwise, you would see a lot of dead Hellbats. He's now scanning to see where my expansion is, which it's actually still sitting in here. Not transformed at all. Just still there. Not going anywhere. Got some more Hellions pumping out because, like I said, I love my Hellions. I have all of these guys chilling out at the watchtower. Probably shouldn't have done that, just in a sense that it looks kind of... Oh, here's a sacrificing some SCVs. I mean, they were dead anyway. Wait, did that SCV just... Okay, I think those SCVs turned into Marines. Or I'm going crazy and those were Marines. We'll go back to that afterwards because I want to see what that is, because that was kind of confusing. Not too sure what I was... yeah, I was going to drop in my base. Thor and then some Marines, which, granted, that was actually pretty smart of him. I did not think to put my medevacs in a separate hotkey. I really should have. There goes all those Marines. Now he's running back here, which he goes and decides I'm going to hide out right there. But, I mean, I'm just going to end up pushing out, finding these units. I attempt to kill it, just don't have the speed to successfully take it out, which, I mean, hey, it happens. I actually have no idea what he has here at all. Where he has this massive siege tank line. He has his third going out. My third is still in my base. This is something I need to work on, is getting my third out there. See, scans up the wazoo because I had a lot of them. I'm assuming. I'm not too sure where those are being dropped. Oh, those are his being dropped over there. I have some Vikings thrown in the mix because I figured I might as well. I thought he might have a expansion right here. I was wrong. I figured he had moved there because it was in the vision of his radar. Some more Vikings in my army composition. I'm at 37 Hellbats. One siege tank where he has his 7. I will come to a point where I should lose, just indefinitely. But at the time being, I'm feeling good because I'm like, hey, I have a healthy unit composition. I have decent amount of Vikings. I have my medevacs that are just going to be healing my Hellbats. He has his one, I think this was just his one scouting unit that he was sending out. That gets destroyed. I have some Vikings that are on a follow command. They're not actually in my group. Oops. Here's where he was extremely smart to do this. He set up the grinder, and then I fell for it. I went right in. Still don't have... There we go. Now I have these Vikings under my... Now, I'm thinking I might be able to get rid of him because he has a small ball. Well, here's where I fall short. He has 6 tanks. 6 of them. And I just have a bunch of Thors, Vikings, medevacs. All my Hellbats are gone. My siege tank is gone. My Thor is now gone. Now I gotta fly these guys out of here. Lose a Viking, which I mean, that's bad on its own, but hey, I didn't lose too much out of that, at least for air. Now he's moving out with whatever his remains are. I'm now thinking, oh crap, what do I do now? So I made some siege tanks preemptively. And then I have 2 more. He has 2 Thors coming out. I have 3 more siege tanks on the way. These guys, I don't know what they're doing. They're just chilling out up here. I think it was because my rally point got destroyed that they decided to just, you know, hang out. These tanks, they deal with these kind of damage. They get annihilated by those tanks. He starts to push up, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm probably going to lose this now. He's pushed into my base, and there's nothing I can do about this. I'm going to accidentally send my 2 Hellions at a time. Siege up on the ramp. Send that 1 Hellion for some reason. And for some reason I like to send individual units in. My siege tank is destroying that. Now we have siege tanks up there. His Thor's moved out of range. Got some more Hellions. Hellions deal surprisingly a lot of damage when they're at 3 upgrade to that. Here's where he made his mistake that pretty much cost him the game. He went to my expansion. Instead of preparing to fight up my ramp, he decided to go for the expansion. I personally think this was not a great idea. Yes, it delayed me having another expansion where he was able to have his nice and secure, because I had no idea he was there. He also allowed me to get a healthy amount of siege tanks out. Siege tank unsieged versus this type of mech is pretty terrifying, considering I could just walk over his stuff. Now, here's where I have some more siege tanks. I now am thinking, okay, now what do I do? Do I launch a counterattack? Do I wait for some more siege tanks? Do I reestablish my expansions? Which eventually I decide I'm going to push out with some siege tanks. I'm going to get these guys going. Have all these long distance mining SCVs. Still haven't fixed that rally point. They're all still just kind of chilling out. This one's not even realizing that. These are chilling out right here. I got into a little skirmish right there, which, I mean, these unsieged siege tanks destroy Thors. I've realized this now. I am very lenient with my siege tanks. I do not like to make a lot of them. I'm not 100% sure why I do that, but I realize I need to make more of them because they're obviously very, very good. Have these siege tanks, have one more producing. These guys are still here. Okay, now I realize that they're still there. I'm now moving them in. He had a good idea with going with these Banshees. It was a really good idea considering siege tank. Now, the only thing that I felt was a problem with this tactic was the fact that I should have had anti-air here. I didn't need to lose however many. I didn't have to lose these siege tanks. That was really dumb of me. Have all these siege tanks moving out. But these guys are just getting destroyed by these Banshees. I decided, okay, I need to do as much damage as I possibly can. Destroy the door, try to destroy these buildings. I started auto-attacking. That was depressing. Now these guys, I'm glad I told them to book it because they were about to get destroyed by those Banshees. Because I knew they were coming for it. I was like, okay, these siege tanks are going to die if I send them in there. They will inevitably be killed. So let's prevent that from happening. He did more Uber scanning, trying to see if I had reestablished a base, which I was trying to, but I had all these long-distance mining workers going back and forth constantly. So I decide, okay, all of you clump up, move here, one of you build the command center. Now good work. I have my only thing I have now producing is some more a siege tank, and then this one command center. I now have I have 2 Thors going out with my 5 siege tanks here, excuse me. I'm thinking, okay, I just scanned and saw that he has the expansion. It is completely undefended, so why not go for it? He obviously has stuff waiting for me. In fact, he sends out his Banshees to do a counterattack, which I thought this was funny that we just missed each other. Our vision range just barely. Now I'm going up here. He's going here. He stops at the... He stops, which I think wasn't a good idea. I think he could have just continued to push through. I mean, yes, he was re-rallying his units. He didn't realize, oh no, he caught me out of position. What do I do? Attack with the SCVs. It works, but, I mean, I pretty much destroyed my own siege tank. Some of the new business engine, I personally love because they just obliterate everything. Siege tanks are just now blowing through anything that gets in its way. Now I'm like, okay, time to push through. Got a new siege tank in here. I was freaking out, actually, because I thought he was going to target fire. He's going to target fire my targets right behind. He completely ignored that and lets me just walk into his base. Now, here's where he gets angry, because I completely decimated him with a terrible, terrible, terrible game. I did that. But I had upgrades, so I couldn't take it out. Now, something I enjoy, like I said, I love the physics system. So you can see those SCVs getting launched off the edge. And then that was the end of the game. So, overall, I had a very flawed gameplay. I felt that I did kind of bad, but I still managed to go above and beyond against him, which it could have been better, like I said, but all in all, a win is a win. Luckily, though, we didn't have to worry about the issue of anything like a bunker rush, which I struggle with. Even today, I still struggle with that. No 6-pool, no cannon rush. It was just a straight-up game that was actually really fun to play. So, anyway, I would just like to say thank you all very much for watching. If you could please like this video, feel free to subscribe to our channel. We just share this with anyone. We're trying to get out there. We're brand new. We decided we wanted to give it a shot to make some new videos for everyone, because I know we already have all these people who are good, like Husky StarCraft, HD StarCraft, Day 9, all of them. They're awesome. They actually have inspired me to do StarCraft videos, and also have taught me a lot through just playing the game, and I've learned a lot from just watching that. So I'm hoping that I can really just allow myself to learn as well as everyone else, because I mean, I really liked having someone that was kind of there saying, hey, you did this wrong. Which, if you guys see anything in here that you think that really needs to be fixed, if you're a Terran player and you know something that I did horribly wrong that I should definitely look into and work on that mechanic, please let me know. I'm trying to learn from whatever mistakes that I do. And if you guys ever want to, like, do coaching, if you're a bronze player and you want a silver player to tell you how he got out of bronze, excuse me, just ask, and I will happily try to help you the best I can. So anyway, that was really about it. So, like I said earlier, please comment. I keep wanting to say rate, because I'm used to the old YouTube before they did the whole like system. Comment, like, subscribe if you wish. Please just share our videos, and we'll be sure to get out some more stuff. We're hoping to do a lot of stuff such as like League of Legends, Team Fortress 2, StarCraft, Dota 2, some indie games that I have. I don't know about the other guys part of the channel. They do whatever they want on their off stuff. Might do some Minecraft stuff if we decide to get into that, which I'm a little hesitant because I'm kind of burnt out with Minecraft. I played way too much of it. I will play it though if there's like a server. So if we actually do that, then I will definitely start playing. I may or may not get back, depending on what the people ask for. If you guys want to see Minecraft, by all means, tell me. I will happily do that. I want to apologize for the quality of the video. I know it's not that good. I'm using OBS, which it's a free recording software, which I'm very cheap, and I do not have the money to afford such things such as Fraps or a licensed XSplit or anything like that. I can't afford that, so I have to use something like this, which I know it gets really, really pixelated, but hey, what can you do? It's free. So anyway, this is now my third time saying this. Comment, like, subscribe. This time I'm going to end it. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, please give me some feedback. I would love to hear from you guys. So this is Wyatt signing off.